We had a trios match. Hangman Page, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs against the Death Riders. John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Daniel Garcia. And Samoa Joe, it was just written all over him that just something wasn't right the whole match. It wasn't just me that noticed that, but I was like, yo, he's acting aggrieved. And then like by the time the end of the match came, I was like, all right, man. Samoa Joe's supposed to be the big, tough, manly man wrestler, right? He acting a little sensitive over this, ain't he? This is sensitive, right?
All right. So watching this, the story beat is Hobbs is getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
He's building towards a hot tag. Or the person that's next in line, or the person, or Paige at one point is basically like taken out off the apron. So Joe is standing there. So like right before Hobbs comes or goes to the corner for a tag, Paige about 5 seconds before then hops back up to the apron. And Hobbs tags Paige. And from the angle, it looked like he only tagged Paige, but apparently he tagged both of them with one hand. Whatever. So they both went to get in the ring, and and then like I think it was Bryce Remsburg, the ref was like, "Nah, Joe, you didn't get tagged in."
Hey man,
back on the apron. He was confused. So then by the end of the match, like I think there's one other thing that like Joe gets upset with Paige, but Paige did nothing wrong. If like whatever else is, but whatever else. So then at the end of the match, like Paige gets the men's world title, and it gets the their two trios titles, and he hands the Hobbs his trios title, and he hands Joe his trios title, but Joe like didn't realize he's being handed, so like it falls to the ground. So then it turns into words of "you've been disrespecting me," and I was like, "This is like when you watch a TV show or a movie, and like there's a person that has to be like has to be dense or slow or stupid or completely unreasonable to make it to be the cause of tension. Is like,
yes,
why is this person acting like this? So it's like, so then it turns to a shoving match, and then he offers him a title shot. I was like, remember that? I was like, this is one of those ones I was like, man, Kyle Fletcher got his title shot because he attacked Kenny Omega, and now Joe's getting a title match because he shoved Hangman in the face. And like, bring back the fucking rankings. I'm like, this sucks. It sucks.
I saw
this is so lazy. There's a better way to get a title, get a pay-per-view title.
Literally booked within like 5 minutes.
Those two, bro. These are two of the like Samoa Joe's one of the greatest talkers in the history of pro wrestling.
He cut a great promo later.
Right. Hangman Page, one of the best promos going in right now. You can't get there better than this.
I kind of called it out last week that they were going to do Joe and Hangman. I had no knowledge of it or anything, but
that's fine. There's a better way to get there than like.
I started seeing people.
A slow term? Is this a slow? If this is like a slow burn for Joe to turn heel and dissolves the ops, whatever else. Fine.
I don't think he's turning. Of that,
he's gonna lose and go right back to the ops. So he's just a dick for a week.
I don't think he's turning. I think it's more like he did mention that, hey man, you never beat me. He had a fire line about, he's like, not one day that you've been on this earth have you been a better man than me or some shit like that. That shit was dope. But I was like, people started sending out to him and Morishima thing from Ring of Honor, talking about, when they bump each other on the way out or whatever, then they jump back in the ring like you bumped into me. I'm just like, all right. You're right. They could have got there a million different ways. They could have thought of a million different things.
Right. And another part about it is like, it is clear to me that they are like saving or scraping the plate currently with title challengers.
Bro, what did I say last? I don't know if I said it on the show. It might have been in Discord. I was like, does it feel like they like don't have nobody for Hangman right now, or they don't know what the fuck they're doing with Hangman yet?
Right, that's what this screams with Joe. Like, don't get me wrong, like Joe's somebody that at this stage in the game, You do that as a TV match.
Like he got
you
a
do not,
TV,
and you build towards that over like 2-3 weeks. You this ain't main eventing.
like he got a TV match.
What do you think's main eventing this pay-per-view?
Look, I think the women might have a good shot. If you were ever gonna do it, could be here. But
what match?
Statlander and Tony.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
But I think they're gonna main event.
Blood and guts. It's like
no,
okay.
they've got their own show in November. But Darby and Mox, I quit. I mean, you could do that, but I'm not just putting that over the world title match. I'm just not doing it.
It has more juice right now.
I mean, yeah,
maybe by next week they'll be like, okay, whatever, right?
Yeah,
but
it's just coming out of nowhere too. But those, I don't know. They have this building. The advance wasn't out of this world. I could see just being like, all right, we'll use Joe here. We'll actually save a real challenger for when we're in like Newark or something for like Full Gear or bigger building or whatever. Use like better challengers or whatever. But
it's just the thing for me. I've said this. I think I've said this earlier in the year. Is like Joe and Heyman would have been a fucking awesome match in Joe's prime. Joe's not a main event level guy at this stage in his career. He's older. Like, I mean, I'm sure they can have something quality or whatever else, but like he just had that match with Fletcher, and it's like there's not a chance in fuck that match gonna be as good. Not to say that it has to be as good, but it's like that's just a come down. Even if Joe's a bigger star historically.
Yeah, I think I'll take it back to something you said. I don't know if it was during that review or whatever. It was like you said about we've gotten to the place with like the title matches where it has to look just this one certain way almost. And I think Joe would represent like just
a super match, you mean?
Yeah, just kind of
okay. Yeah, I get you.
It would just be like a different kind of diversion and would add like some variety kind of to the reign. It'll also it'll burn a month or whatever. it'll get buy you a little more time. But yeah,
and maybe in their mind they see it as like, because the pay-per-views are a month away, they see it as like, we used to do pay-per-view matches. We used to do a match like this on TV, but this is just on pay-per-view. Maybe that's how they see it now.
Yeah, like because Joe, he got a TV title match against Moxley earlier this year. So
is that the cage match?
Yeah.
I just feel like they didn't heat Joe up. And like if Joe was hot right now, I'd be like, okay, I get it. It makes sense or whatever else. It's a match that I would have wanted to have seen in a time machine or whatever else. And like Joe and Paige can get it hot or whatever else. And like the crowd still loves Joe. They chanted that Joe's gonna kill you shit too, Paige. I just was like, they didn't like, what is Joe's character? He is a hothead?
Yeah.
This is new.
Yeah.
He was just doing his mentorship thing with Hook, and now he just unnecessarily, unreasonably ridiculous. Like
he's a ridiculous human.
Range? What is this?
Look, he's a ridiculous human. That's what that shit like. When I was like, this nigga is clearly unreasonable. Like,
like the shit was like he completely out of character for what we've seen.
Like, yeah, that's my fucking bag.
In AEW.
Yeah, that's my fucking
bag.
He's like, yeah, that's my fucking bag. Black man can't have a bag. Like that's the same energy with Joe.
Like 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. It's like, wait, what?
That nigga was looking. For something.
And the part that made it even fun, like more jarring to me, was like, Hobbs in between them. Like Hobbs, like, bruh, chill. Like,
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand this, nigga. I know you, nigga. We was just changing together. What? You wasn't acting like this 10 minutes ago.
Right. He was like, wait. I saw this whole thing like nothing. Why did this escalate so quickly?
Yo,
yeah, man. It's like, what happened here?
It makes it funny.
Oh man,
yeah, absolutely, it makes it funnier.
Yeah,
but like I think they need to go into it a little. I'm sure they will. They need to go into it with Joe. Like, Joe, what made you act like this? Like, does it bother you that Heyman Page is the champion or something like that? And then let him go from there.
And Paige's whole thing was like, oh, like I was confused until you said the whole thing like, you never beat me. It's like, oh, I know what this is. Like, okay, there's something there to that. That's the actual thing. right? I think that's what they'll expand on, and then Joe will go into his whole promo of like, check my resume, check our stats, or
Yeah.
whatever else. Like, and it'd be like, I was former world champion, whatever else, and like I don't know if he got a rematch. He never got his official rematch in that way from but whatever. Like, I mean, he did get the match with the cage match with Moxley, but like I forgot how that finished. It ended up being, but like, yeah, I'm sure they'll fix it up. I'm just saying, like, they gotta do a lot of work this in the coming weeks after what they just did this week. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Kevin Knight's gonna wrestle an FTR member on Saturday. Who else? Timeless, Tony Storm, and Tay Mello. They